Welcome to Leaving Cert Plus, lesson 1.5, and in this lesson we're going to learn how to solve a linear equation. This is one of the most important parts of our algebra course. So the first step is going to be to multiply the brackets out on both sides of our equal sign. Once we've that done, we're going to simplify each side by adding the like terms. And the last part of our question is going to be to balance the equation. What this essentially means we have to do is we have to add or take away the same number to both sides of my equation. What some people might understand this as being is moving the x's to one side and numbers to the other side, which is another way of looking at it. So let's get cracking into a question straight away. So in this question we're asked to solve the equation. So the first thing I will do is I will multiply the brackets like we learned in lesson 1.1 of how to simplify algebra. So this will leave me with 2 plus 6x plus my 12 equals 4x minus 4 plus my 6. Now we have to simplify both sides of my equation. On the left hand side you'll notice that 2 and 12 will go together as 14, and on the right hand side we have 4x and we have plus 2. Once we have this done, then it's time to balance the equation. So what this means is I want to get rid of things on either side. So I want to get rid of that plus 14, so I will take 14 from both sides. And then I want to get rid of the plus 4x, so I will take 4x from both sides. What this will leave me with then is 6x minus 4x equals minus 14 plus 2. And then that gives me 2x equals minus 12. And then if you divide both sides by 2, because this is the very end of the question, we always divide both sides by what's with the x, you will get x equals minus 6 and our solution. Let's try another example straight away. So in this example, we're asked to solve the equation again. So I'm going to keep my tactic of multiplying the brackets first. So on both sides, multiply the brackets. So this will leave you with minus 8 minus 4x. Then just be careful, that's plus 6 equals, nothing happens at 2, but we do have 4x and plus 4 when we multiply the 4 by the bracket. On the left hand side then, the minus 4x can stay, but then minus 8 and 6 goes together as minus 2. And on the right hand side, 4x is fine, but 2 and 4 goes together as 6. So then we see we want to balance. So what I'm going to do here is I'm going to get rid of that minus 2 by adding 2 to both sides. And then I also want to get rid of the 4x, so I'll take 4x from both sides. This will leave me with minus 4x on the left, and on the right then it'll be 6 plus my 2. I get minus 8x equals 8, and I have this habit of just always having the x side to be positive, so I would multiply both sides by minus 1, which is essentially just flipping the signs. And that leaves me with a slightly easier calculation. Divide both sides by 8, and we get minus 1 as our solution. Example number 3 is going to be all yours. So what I want you to do is I want you to pause the video, have a go, and come back to me in a moment. So how do we do? The first thing we should have concentrated on is multiplying out those brackets. This would have left me with this line here. Then you'll see on the left hand side that 6x and 15x, they're like, and 70 take away 3, it's also like. So this would have left me then with a simplified line of 21x plus 67 equals 25. Then it's time to get rid of the 67. So we have to take 67 from both sides. So on the left hand side, 21x will be left, and on the right hand side, 25 take away 67 is minus 42. Finally then, divide both sides by 21, and we've x equals minus 2, and that is our solution. Now we're going to see an exam paper question. So our recent exam 2024 question 4, we're asked to solve the equation. So again, let me show you our steps. We're going to multiply the brackets first. On the left hand side, we have 8x minus 20 minus the 1 equals 3x and plus 7. On the left hand side, the only bit of simplifying we can do is we can bring the minus 20 and the minus 1 together as minus 21. Now it's time to balance. So I am going to get rid of minus 21 by adding 21 to both sides, and I'm also going to get rid of 3x by taking 3x on both sides. This will leave me with 8x minus 3x, and then we have 21 plus 7 on the far side. So that will give me 5x equals 28. And just before you start panicking and think, oh my god, something's gone wrong, don't be worrying about it. Sometimes it doesn't go in evenly, but we're just going to end up with x equals 28 over 5, or if they want it as a decimal, 5.6. And that's our solution. Let's see one more exam paper question. 2021. This question was actually worth 10 marks that year. We're asked to solve the equation. So it's going to be 4 by 2x and 4 by 3. And on the right hand side, 3 by x and 3 by minus 5. So this leaves me with 8x plus my 12 minus my 7. And then we have 3x minus 15. Now it's time to simplify. So on the left hand side, 12 take away 7 is plus 5, and we have 3x minus 15 on the right. Balancing time again, so plus 5 is going to go by taking 5 from both sides, and then plus 3x is going to go by taking 3x from both sides. This will leave me with 8x minus 3x equals minus 5 minus my 15. 5x on the left, minus 20 on the right. Divide both sides by 5 and we have a final solution of minus 4. That question was worth 10 marks that year, but just be aware that this first line here would have got you 7 out of 10 if you made no mistakes with your multiplication. Just shows what an important skill it is. Finally, I want to touch on one last part of this topic, and that is what to do if they ask you to verify your answer. It's like a little extension question. So first of all, in this question, we will solve the equation as normal. So I'm just going to show you what that solution actually is. So if you follow the steps, you end up with x equals 1. So what the verify part means is I want to take this answer of x equals 1 and I want to put it back in here instead of x and do out the question with x being replaced with 1 and verify that we do actually get 9 as our answer. So what this would look like is essentially writing the question out again with 1 gone in instead of x, and then working the left hand side, it can be on a calculator, and making sure we end up with the answer of 9 on the right hand side. And that's how we verify an answer. I hope you found this lesson on solving a linear equation useful. Join me again soon on Leaving Cert Plus.
If you like this video, you'll love our notes. You can get some for free in the link in the description of this video.